Been such a long, long time. Look like I get you off of my mind, but I can't.
Hey everybody, it's me, One Gorgeous Godzilla, and when I say I am so glad to be back, trust and believe, I am ecstatic to be back with my latest video. But since I had 2 weeks to make up for, and tomorrow marks my 5-month surgery, I decided to wait a couple of days and just do one big combo update. Foremost, before I launch into what is up with me, I wanted to go ahead and give a big welcome to all of my newest subscribers, all 1,000 of you guys. In addition, I'd like to give a big what's up to the newest brothers and sisters of the sleeve, namely Toshiba B, Shamby 60, Alicia F, and Miss Rachel Pease, who will be having her surgery on Monday. You will be fine, Rachel. We are speaking it into existence right this very moment. And I want to give a special congratulations, and you go girl, to none other than Lauren Losing for losing 100 pounds. Amazing. Bow down, girl. Okay. So let's get to the stats, shall we? Started this journey at my highest recorded weight of 259 pounds, which was essentially when I started my pre-op diet. On the date of surgery, which was on August 19, 2013, I weighed 248 pounds. At the date of my last video, I weighed 203.8 pounds, and today I weigh 202.1 pounds. So, now let's discuss what's been up with me this week. Not much has really been going on since I came back from my trip, other than I suddenly have over 1,000 subscribers. And a lot of my coworkers seem to have noticed that I've lost weight, or I'm continuing to lose weight. But, as we all know, it took months for them to even notice I was losing weight in the first place. But this week it's been like, really, how much weight are you trying to lose? So we've gone from being oblivious to suddenly noticing to like, what exactly are you trying to accomplish? Especially today when I wore this dress, which I think makes me look like a black Kate Middleton or a really young Barbara Bush. Who, for those of you all who are too young to know who exactly she was our first lady and the wife of Bush 41, the 41st president, the father of Bush 43. So there concludes the history lesson portion of my update. But there will be a test next Friday. Also, I had so many people stop me dead in my tracks today while I was wearing this dress that I had one of my coworkers take a picture of me, full body picture of me in the dress for your viewing pleasure. So here it is. Now, I don't know if she thought she was Annie Leibovitz or Ansel Adams or what, but I have no explanation for why she decided to take the picture all cattywampus like she did. So please, do not ask me why. If you can believe it, I have not filmed in every single room in my house. Today, I am filming in none other than my home office / library. And this site is important because this is where I'm going to tell you all in a separate video about my vacation, because I did some of the craziest things that I never in 1,000 years would have believed I personally was capable of performing. It will also be where I think I'm going to start filming something called Gigi's Off-Scale Tales, which would keep me from going over these time limits that I've set for myself. And so instead of making one long video, I'll just make several, kind of small to medium-sized videos. So this will be where I will do them. And the first one will be in a couple of days, probably Martin Luther King Day or something when I'm off, discussing what went down on my trip and shortly thereafter. Craziness is all I can say. But that's why I'm the deputy of Crazy Town. Hello. Now I'm going to talk about my topic for today, which is keeping up with the Joneses after weight loss surgery. Before you ever have surgery, a lot of people always say, This is your journey. This is your path. It is yours alone. You're not in a race with anyone. We'll all get there. I even say it. I say it all the time. But I'll be the first to admit that my plan this whole while has been to lose low and slow, because my hips and thighs are huge, and all of this skin has to go somewhere. I, my friends, am not a spring chicken. So low and slow seemed like the best way for my skin to catch up with the changes that were going on with my body. After my vertical sleeve gastrectomy, I have made several friends in several groups, and I also subscribe to several people. And if I subscribe to you, and I only do to a select few, it's because I identify with you in some form or fashion. You're my age, you may be a woman of color, you may have similar stats as me, a similar physique as me, or I may simply like your personality. But through the course of that, I've noticed that some people lose at a significantly faster rate than me, or I do. Oh Lord. For some reason, my phone is like Hotline Central today. But anyway, these people tend to lose at a significantly faster rate as I do. Between you and me and the fence post, how can you not help but compare your progress with that of another person? Particularly if you started around the same time, or even if they started later than you do. And it's almost like if I'm putting along in the HOV lane in my Honda Civic, and along comes a Ferrari that is turbocharged, and it moves past me so fast that it feels like I'm not even moving. That's the only thing I could equate it to. And in some ways I can't help but wonder, what are they doing that's so right, and what am I doing that's so wrong for there just to be such a disparity in between the way that we're both progressing after the exact same procedure. And really, I just took that to heart, especially after my weigh-in this week. It shows that I've lost 1.7 pounds, but actually I came back from my trip at a gain. So I've had to bust my booty all week just to show a 1.7 pound loss. And part of me really wanted to just hide, not make a video at all, and magically appear in Wonderland, do the dance, do my celebration or whatever. But I really struggled with what should I do, and lo and behold, somebody made a YouTube video about it, and it really touched my heart. So thank you, Northern Southerner, for your video. And I'm going to attach a link to his video in the info box, and it was called Your Credit Score. Your WLS Community Credit Score is what it was called. But he talks about people who are doing fabulous, and then they're not doing fabulous, and then they get discouraged and they just suddenly disappear. This is one of my pet peeves about YouTube, and one of the reasons that I started this very channel, believe it or not, because I would get so invested in people's journey, and then they would suddenly disappear. They wouldn't say anything. They just like poof, finished. And I said I wouldn't do that. And I really feel bad that I even thought about just skipping, skipping out in a way. But I wouldn't be living up to my part of the bargain if I did that. I said I would discuss good, bad, and ugly, and it really isn't ugly. It's just I'm not losing as fast as others, or as fast as I would like. I don't want people to think that I am knocking anybody or bashing anybody. In fact, I love to celebrate people's victories. There's nothing that causes me more joy than seeing a blessing bestowed upon somebody else, because I truly believe that what is planned for them is for them, and what God has planned for me is truly for me. He will not bless me with something he meant for somebody else. So, at so many pictures on Facebook and wondering what's different between me and them, I realized that I was slowly but surely falling into a trap that I think many of us are susceptible to. And that is, we're so busy focusing on the Lamborghini and how fast it's outdistancing us that we neglect to look back in the rearview mirror and appreciate how far we've come. So I did the math today, and I've actually lost 57 pounds. My goal is to lose 10 pounds a month. I figured if I can do that, I am doing pretty good. And my 5-month surgery is tomorrow, and I'm doing exactly that. I want to lose 100 pounds, and I figured if I can do it in 10 months, yay. So, guys, I know this is a rambler of a video, and I'm so sorry. But I decided to go ahead and make this video was because I feel like there are some tortoises and there are hares in this weight loss race, if you will. And for every person that is zooming past in the weight loss game, and you know who you are, there's somebody like me who may be losing slowly and steadily. They may lose a lot, then stall out, or what have you. And they probably feel like I did. To be honest, probably felt the exact same way. And I just wanted to put this out there to reassure them that you're not alone. That we'll get there. Don't lose sight of where you were. If you have pictures, and that's what I had to do. I hate to say it, but I really had to pull out some pictures and look at me and what I used to look like. And I was like, dang, girl, you really are doing it. So, I said all that, and I hope that is all I have to say. So I think I'm done discussing everything now.